All right. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Welcome into the fifth quarter fantasy cast. And this is our run through the league. We're running through the league division by division, going solo, splitting the league in half. And Kevin and I are knocking out each and individual team and what we think is going to happen with those squads. So I am here to do the AFC East. All right. So we got the Pats, the Dolphs, the Bills, the Jets. Yeah, that's who we're working through today. So that's what we're going to work on. And remember, I have three categories for each team, groups of players on three categories. There's nah, don't touch him. There's hey, I want a piece of that action. And then there's eh, okay. Yeah. So, I hope those are self explanatory enough. I'll probably explain them again as we go through them. And remember, Kevin is a lot more knowledgeable than me, but maybe this will be funny or somewhat informative. Let's find out. So remember, 1 minute per team. You'll hear the alarm go off, and I'll do my best to stick to the minute, or else I'll get pulled off stage. So here we go. Starting with the Patriots, setting my timer, and 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Okay, so Patriots in my straight up nah category. I don't have anybody. Honestly, I don't have anybody who's a straight up nah because the Patriots are just a confusing team. Okay, so in my A category, I have Ramondre Stevenson. Keep him in there. I think he's going to keep doing good stuff. I wish I could predict exactly what's going to happen with him as far as like offensive changeups and stuff. And you know how it is with the Patriots. But I think he's someone still to have. And my next one, Mike Gesicki. Patriots are a tight end team, and I think they're going to get back to that tight end action. I think Gesicki's a good tight end. He just didn't get. He kind of got lost in that Dolphins offense, which was kind of crazy, great offense, a lot of going on there. It was easy to get lost in that group. Okay, so Gesicki is a complete A. He could be a top 10 fantasy tight end. So get him on your squad if he's there, and I don't think he's going to be tough to get a hold of in a draft. And my last one, my would be Juju. It's honestly because who's the passer. I really don't believe in the quarterbacks that the Patriots are throwing out there. And so if I don't believe in the quarterback, sometimes it's hard to believe in some of the receivers. So even though Juju could be exciting, he's kind of for me. Take a risk. Don't take a risk. But don't say I told you to just go for it. All right. So moving on to the Dolphins. So Dolphins, 1 minute on the clock, and we're rolling. So my nahs for the Dolphins, just like the Pates, I don't have any nahs. All right. So crazy explosive offense. Cool offensive genius running that team. Yeah, let's get a piece of what's going on there. My A's for that squad are obviously Tyreek and Waddle. Get those guys on your team. All right. Now, here's where it gets funky. Here's where it gets real funky. Okay. So I have Tua in my category, not because he's not a great player. Health. Just health, right? I think if he's on the field, good things are happening. But I do have Mike White in my A category. So Waddle and Tyreek, obviously, but Mike White. Mike White will play. Tua will not play for a certain period of time. And Mike White will have a 3 to 5 game window of really good stuff happening because serviceable, good quarterback, just fling the ball around, put him in that offense, and let's see what happens. So get you a piece of Mike White. You may not start the man, but make sure he's on your squad. And last, Mostert, I have him as but start him and just wait for an injury. That's pretty much it with me, with Mostert. Okay, so moving on to the Bills. All right, Bills, super explosive. We all know a lot about the Bills. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. So in my nah category, I have Gabe Davis. I don't want a piece of that action anymore. Way too deep ball dependent. Way too many balls not going his way. No more Gabe Davis for me. Had him last year. Got mad the whole time. And Cook. A lot of promises with Cook. A lot of potential with Cook. But just not enough usage. And they might prove me wrong. But dear God, it pisses me off how they just won't get him the ball. Even though they say they're going to do it. My A's, obviously, Diggs. Get Diggs on your squad. You know to do that. And then kind of an end of season guy. I think Murray, Latavius Murray, will kind of chew up some carries because that's what they needed. I mean, the Bills needed that guy, that kind of bruising back, a tough back, because they don't really have that. And now they have that. And I think Murray's going to get more carries than people think he will. And I think as the end of the season, as the other guys break down, and as you need a grinder in Buffalo in the cold, look for Murray. Get him on your squad. Maybe he's a midseason pickup or something like that. Who knows? And then my Josh Allen. Josh Allen is my I don't think the elbow is right. I don't think the elbow is right. and I think he's covering up for some stuff. And so I think that's if he keeps playing football the way he plays football, that's gonna stay nagging, and his performance will suffer. So he's obviously he's a great player. Have him on your team if he's available. Get him, but just know that he may not be your guy the whole season long. Okay, so Jets, last one. Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. Ready, and we're going. All right, so Jets, Rodgers. No, I'm good. Hey, prove me wrong, Aaron, but I don't think he's doing much. So, anyways, moving on from that. I don't have any other NAs on the Jets, which might be strange to you. And then my A is Bam Knight. I think Bam Knight will be the starting running back at some point, and then he'll just take off. I mean, he's a running back named Bam. All right, come on, have him on your squad. He's a good runner. And then take a stab at any of the receivers on the depth chart 1 through 6. Those are my 1 through 6. Any receiver on the depth chart, take a stab at it, because Rodgers is gonna make that connection with someone just like last year. When you're trying to figure out who he's going to make that connection with, it's going to be someone. Take a stab at 1 through 6 on that depth chart at receiver and just see what happens. See if some sort of relationship develops. And then Conklin. I think Conklin's kind of but in a good way. All right, like in a this could work out kind of way. All right, so that is the AFC East. Good luck. I hope you don't listen to all of my advice, and I hope you take as much that you might actually find helpful. So, anyways, in the meantime, be nice to your fellow fantasy fellas. Trying that out as a phrase, and I'll catch y'all next time. Fellow fantasy fellas.